Well, there we go. There's a bit disco in the background. Why am I doing this little test? Well, I'm testing it on a live group because this is what I'm going to be doing in the new year when I come back from my holiday in Polska. What's really pushed me to do this live, this video today, is I was on a networking group this morning and I was using this. Okay, I'm using this overlay for the networking group, and it went down really well. So I've come to the end of this session today at 1 o'clock. Done my normal content writing with my friend Rob Taylor there. Who's this? Hi Tommy. I'm not sure whose this is, but hi whoever you are. Hi back. Is it Rob? Is it Rob behind the camera, hiding from us? Okay. So I was on this networking event earlier today, and this overlay went down really well. And after my normal content writing session with Rob, I've decided, right, well, wouldn't it be really good if, given it's Friday night, I have a beer, put some tunes on, and actually go about designing a new overlay for when I'm attacking Mixcloud. Now, for you guys that have not heard of Mixcloud before, Mixcloud is a social media platform. Yo, Lewis. Mixcloud is a social media platform for DJs and music lovers, and because it's based in the UK, okay, it's kind of getting around a lot of copyright law by abiding to UK copyright law. Okay, they have a license to broadcast music, and they pay the dues just like a radio station would do, but they're allowing DJs and musicians to come on and play their music without getting a strike, without getting taken down, which is what's happening on a lot of other social media platforms. So in the new year, at the weekend, when it comes around to a little bit of Tommy time to enjoy himself and accept that he's 40 years old and clearly ready for a midlife crisis, in the new year, I'm going to be attacking Mixcloud on two fronts. Okay, I'm going to be attacking it on creating this sort of content that may help DJs and musicians. On the other front, I'm just going to be playing music. Okay, playing music and broadcasting a event. Okay, an event. I'm talking laser shows, the full shebang. Okay, so that's what I'll be up to in the new year when I get back. What am I going to do right now? I'm just going to have some fun. Okay, I've gone live into this group. The recording from this, I'm going to use the recording probably on Mixcloud, okay, where this music would be totally allowed on Mixcloud. Okay, I'm basically going to design a rave overlay. Now, be warned, if you are easily offended by what might have happened in rave culture in the 90s, in the 2000s, and what them kids are up to now, you might not want to watch this, okay? But if you're down with the rave, we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some music on, some bit of disco, and create some overlays whilst listening to music. Epic. So I'm just going to pop over to... This is what started it today, a bit of a Christmassy. And as you can see, there's not much. There's a few bits of ravey stuff in there, but it's really just crazy stuff. We've got our Prime Minister as a puppet there. We've got we got a Mexican wrestler, nothing to do with rave, but the idea of this, and the cherub up there, an old Del Boy trotter, the idea of this was basically to just grab people's attention, like, what is that? And look closely at the fine detail and try to figure out, what is that about? What's that about? Oh, wow, cool. How's he got that up there? So let's pop over to not that, because that's me. We need to come over to the iPad. Yeah, that's right. So that's me. That's just me freaking out, because what I need to do is come out of watching Facebook and come into this overlay that I was using back here. Okay, so let's go back here. This is the overlay. As you can see, the Mixcloud logo there in blue and slightly pink. I've used the same color scheme on here. So when I flick over to here, editing this overlay, I'm obviously trying to appeal to the Mixcloud crowds by using their colors. Let's just get in here. Right, what we're going to do. First of all, if we wanted to make it if we want to make it a bit more ravey, and I wonder if I can just get a picture-on-picture in here. Yeah, that'll do. If we want to make it a bit more ravey, we're going to have to get rid of this American wrestler. Okay, so let's go in. By the way, hello. By the way, this is all done in Adobe Spark Premiere. You can do Adobe Spark, the free version, has all this functionality, but it doesn't have it doesn't have the function to put your own logo on there. Who's speaking to me there? What's the app you're using, mate? This is Adobe Spark Premiere. Now, I'd advise get Adobe Spark for free and just play with it. Live with the fact that you're going to have an Adobe Spark logo down in the bottom corner, and then once you're used to the program and you enjoy the program, that's when you look at upgrading to the premium version. Now I'm using, I'll show you a key reason why I'm going to go down the use Adobe Spark rather than using Canva, because I know a lot of people are very comfortable with Canva. I know a lot of design people, friends of mine that are all pro Canva, but the reason why I've gone down the Adobe Spark route is because I have Adobe, I get the Adobe Photos, the stock, for it's around about £20 a month UK, which is, it's not the cheapest, but when you see the quality that you can bring in here, so here's the American wrestler. Let's leave him in now because he's eye-catching, but we're going to get rid of the American wrestler in a moment. I'm going to add an image. Okay, now look down to the bottom. We've got Adobe Stock down the bottom. Okay, and then I've got my licensed photos. These are all the photos that I have downloaded in the past, and there's some ravey stuff in here. There is some ravey stuff in there. There's some plumbing stuff in there. There's some general content stuff in there. But I'm just going to show you the quality that you can get from having stock. And by having access to Adobe Stock, having access to Adobe Icons, if you look at the frame that I've got around this screen, which has nothing to do with rave stuff, it's to do with my other content project, which is to do with boilers. I've got a little icon down that bottom left hand side. So if you imagine all the assets that Adobe has put together over the last 20 years, it's all available for free, basically, other than the stock photos, within Adobe Spark, the free version. The Premiere version, all what you're doing is getting rid of the logo. Now, there's another reason why I'd say go down the Adobe Spark route, is you can get Adobe Premiere Rush. Okay, so if you're just getting into creating videos, I wonder if I can Prem Rush. Boop, boop. Rush gone? Come on, Prem Rush. Oh, it's going to be asking me to sign in again. Changed my password recently. Hope if I could spell my own email address, okay. You know what, I just thought, once I go through this, because of Adobe 2-3-step authentication, it's now going to be sending messages to my phone, so it's not the best example. But what I want to tell you is Adobe Premiere Rush is like the mid end of video video production for Adobe. They've got Adobe Spark Video, which is really basic. Okay, it's like 8-year-old kids basic. Then they've got Adobe Premiere Rush, and then obviously Adobe Premiere for the real pros. But what we're basically saying is, if you get the Adobe Premiere Rush at £9 UK, I don't know what that is in dollars, okay? If you get that at £9 UK, abracadabra, they give you Adobe Spark Premiere for free. So it's £9 to get the mid-level video app, and it's quite a good app, to be honest. And you get Adobe Premiere Rush for £9. Okay, it's a great deal. So let's come back here, and let's put in, if I just go with Rave. And by the way, let's just say that again for anybody that might be watching at this point. Do not continue watching if ravers offend you. Okay? Right, so I'm into Rave. I've typed in the word Rave. It's come up with bags and bags of images. Ooh, that one's pretty far out. I like that. It's a little bunny girl. Right, now I'm going to add that. I've clicked on the bunny girl. I'm going to add that. I'm going to say move freely. Right, so now that's actually a stock image, which I would have to use one of my credits in order to get that. I'm not going to do that at the moment. I'm just going to show you the function here. Looks grey. Do I grey her out? I go with red, green. I like green. I'm going to go with green for change this time. Okay. Now, edit. Now we can remove the background. No, we've lost Bunny Girl's ear. But if we put Bunny Girl over here and take the naughty little police lady, then it doesn't really matter. There we go. Okay. The Adobe writing is a bit off-putting, but we'll see on this. We'll come back to that later. Right, so let's go and add something else. You can see that we've got the cherub up here. And we got this crazy glamorous queen. Now this, for me, I'm 40 years old. I was brought up in the mid-90s in the UK when glamorous house was massive, and then the trance music came along. But Princess here totally reminds me of the queens that would have been picking the doors back in the time. So that's the reason why we've got that's the reason why we've got her there. So let's go and find something else, because I'm bit disappointed that I've lost the bunny girl's ear. Let's go and add another image. Adobe stock. Raver. Right. Let's find something. Ah, this came out different actually, because previously I think I said rave rather than raver. Let's go back to rave. There were some good ones there. I like them speakers. I like the speakers. Cheeky. What's that? What we can do with this? I'm just going to experiment with this one and see how that looks. Ooh, the cat one. I like the cat. So I've got two here. I've got a mouth about to eat a beach, and I've got a cat. Okay. So we like anything out there and crazy. Cat. Let's lose the cat's background. See down there where it says beta down in the bottom left hand corner? Click that. Boom. Okay. So now we have a cat. Now, I always go to the looks. Once we're on looks, we can put some sort of filter. I tend to like the black and white filter. Let's just make the cat a bit smaller. Because we've got that little black and white thing happening there. There we go. So I can come over. What I'm trying to do here is go to order. See that? Okay, there's edit, there's order. I'm just going to bring that onto the top, to the top overlay. Have a little dance. Right, so what else have we got here? We've got this crazy mouth eating. I don't know what that mouth is meant to be eating. Let's try a similar effect. Okay, because remember I'm trying to create an overlay that's then going to come onto broadcasting software like Ecamm, vMix. I know a lot of DJs are using OBS, so I'm pretty certain they've all got a similar way of going about this. So let's come over here and just see what happens if I remove this background. It doesn't work on everyone, by the way. It definitely works well with... That's alright. Crazy. Oh, no, that's raving. Crazy. I'm going to get my saucy little police lady. It's just important that the saucy little police lady stays present. Well, looks. Okay, so as you can see, what I've basically done is create a rather wacky, let's get rid of the wrestler, a rather wacky overlay. Perhaps your name is DJ whatever. Very easy. Edit. DJ TLZ in the house. Now we're going to put that. That wants to be here, and this overlay wants to be about there, I think. So there you go. Let's bring this overlay back over up to the top. And there we have a quick little overlay, which if I go to the top right hand corner, which you can't really see because my head's in the way, so can you see it? Really, because of the frame, I lose the frame. There we go. Top right hand corner, little square and the arrow. Click on this. You can save it as a video animation, okay, which right at the very start of this broadcast I did use a video animation. Let me show you what that would look like. Okay, there's one. This is one that I like, so it flashes. Okay, so it's really, you don't really need to do much, you don't need much animation skills. Just press that and it starts flashing. And when you click on top right hand corner, save video animation, that'll save around a 5 to 6 second clip. Now you can put that clip on to repeat, so it just keeps on going round and round and round. It's pretty cool. Be warned, if we press still image, it's going to give us two options. It's going to give us the option for solid color, which if you've done something similar to what I did over here, okay, you might want to save that if you want it to be a thumbnail on YouTube or on Mixcloud. But what I'm actually after doing is getting an overlay. So still image, save as transparent, so you're able to create video animations with transparent background. Can't do that on Canva. Ooh, no. Just to answer that one, I've inquired about that. No, you cannot create the video animation here. You can create the video, which is what I did. If I show you, if I come back to scene number 1 over here, hang on. Okay, this is the animation that I was using to start the broadcast, because you always have when you do a post or you go live somewhere, the first thing that people see is not the middle of the broadcast, they see the start of the broadcast. And then when you finish broadcasting, the first thing they see is that very first second, basically. So it's important for me that you're basically going to get this little bumper at the start, okay? The same image, what I then did is create a slightly different version of this to then make the overlay. So this is what you're looking at as a 5 second, 6 second clip. But then when I come, this is one that I did for the networking group today. When I come back over to what I'm about to save now, okay, I'm going to click transparent, save image, save to camera roll. Okay, by the way, I'm using my iPad here. I've got MacBook Pro, iPad. For me, the iPad, hands down, is the most creative tool I've got. it's just a case that certain software, such as Ecamm, certain software is only available on the MacBook Pro, but I use them both. Okay, so anyway, I've got that saved now. If I go to my photos, as you can see, look, you got that one with the green background, which is what I saved earlier, and I saved it wrong. I saved it as a solid image rather than saving it as a transparent image. But all the ones with the white background now, they're all saved with the transparent background. So I'm going to grab that, or more to the point, highlight it, and I'm going to send it over to my MacBook. Feel free to sing and dance, by the way. Okay, brilliant. That's just popped up. Let's just come back here while I get this all sorted out for you. So this should have popped up on my MacBook. Yes, it is. I can see it. I'm going to drag that over into my frames folder. Trying to get on top of data, by the way. I've got a folder for frames, okay? And this is going to be called what should we call what was on it? Mixcloud Rave 2. Okay. So what you are looking at now is the one that I made to start this broadcast with. I'm just going to drop down to my overlays section on Ecamm. Get Mixcloud Rave 2. I want to come back and talk about that transparent video, because I did inquire with people over at Adobe about that. Surprised I'd not thought about it before. And there may be a way, if I'm to be honest, there may be a way that you can do it in Keynote. Forgive me. Okay, so what have I got going on here? There we go. So, the first one, there. Saucy little police lady down in the bottom left hand side. Mexican wrestler over on the right. Let's lose them. Oops, sorry. Let's lose the American wrestler. And voila. There we go. We've now got the pink mouth. We've got the bunny girl. Still got the Adobe crosser lens, unfortunately. We've got a mad cat wearing sunglasses. It's basically a slightly out there overlay. Yeah, I think it's possible in Keynote by saving as Apple ProRes 4. Now, I'd be very brave to try to jump into that now, because I'm sure I saw it last night. I was very tired last night when I left here, and I'd had a few beers. But whilst looking at making some transitions in Keynote, which I did do for my other content project, I did see something that was asking you to point at a colour, and by pointing at that colour, it was going to remove it all in the video. So, with that in mind, it may be possible. By the way, who am I speaking to? I can't see any names popping up here. With that in mind, it might be possible. I know Bradley is an absolute bomb wizard at Keynote. Doc might be able to answer it as well. I've not got that far into it, if I'm to be honest. So where I'm stuck at now is we can either can either go back to number 1, okay, which the best you're getting is some minor animations. Or what we've got here. Hey Alan, sorry mate, your name's not popping up on Facebook, and I'm only, by the way, Alan, I'm only broadcasting into this Facebook group, so I don't know why it's not popping up with some names there. Because Alan, your name has actually come up right up the top, that very first comment that you made. Your name's there, mate. So I don't know why it's not I'm putting you down there. Yeah. Forgive me, I'm doing a bit of a doco. I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. In Hawaii, he's getting blocked up nose. Over here, it's England. It's England. It's cold. It's wet. We're getting colds. So there you go. I think that's me. That's me just testing. Can I do a presentation on this to create some wacky rave overlay? And in short, I was doing this back in the summer. I got some cracking overlays that I made in the summer, and animations. So stick with me, actually, Alan, because let me show you. Let me come and find something that I made earlier in the summer. I'm looking for the videos, by the way. God, what it takes. Looks like I didn't favourite them, okay? But you can get GIFs. Okay, so yeah, let's go back. Let's go back to this, okay? The content hustle. And now what I'm going to do is add the sticker, okay? I'm going to put in tape, because everybody from back in the day there we go. You've got the boom boxes, got the tapes. I think where I found it, if you put in the word old school, it must have been on the tape thing. Found a real good old school looking tape that was spinning round. In fact, it was this one, I'm sure. Not quite, but similar. Mine was orange and it said my mixtape. So now when I press play, see? Nice little bumpers, little things that you could drop into the middle of your of your broadcast, okay? Just kind of break it up, maybe as you go between scenes. You know, I'm going from scene 1 to scene 2, or I'm going to take a 5-minute break. You can just get these animations. Quickly add them in there. So I did some for Halloween. I've done some for Christmas. This networking group that I was in this morning. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm all for Adobe Spark Post Premiere. Just heads on that. If you're not at that point of getting the top end video editing software, okay, if you think that you just don't have the time at the moment to learn that software, but you still want to create video content, edited video content, search on actually I'll show you. Let's come back to, we come over here and search Adobe Prem Rush. Look, Prem Rush is over there on the right hand side. If we look, somewhere in here, it's going to say that you get access in getting Premiere Rush. You get access to Spark Post as well. It's in here somewhere, because that's the deal that I'm signed up on. If I do find it, I'll drop a screenshot for you guys. So there you go. My name's Lee-Zmuda. I like creating content. I like music. I like football, proper football. You know what the rest of the world plays. Not like chasing rugbies. Okay. I like football. I like beer. I like music. I like creating content. Okay. Hashtag content hustle. Thank you very much for watching. Go and grab yourself a beer if it's that time of day wherever you are. It certainly is here. It's 20 to 9. It's 20 to 9 here. It's time for beer number 3. Okay. Thank you very much. Please, I'm sorry, I'm not down with the kids. What is the YNWA? If you can just quickly pop that in before I close this broadcast down. YNWA, or am I going to have to search it on Google? No. Just dance. Oh, bloody hell. Alan. Yeah, you're the guy who had the camera. That's it, mate. I was nearly bought that camera from you. Really did. I did nearly buy it. I hesitated, and I spent too much time researching to end up buying the same Sigma lens. But I've got the A6400 behind that, and my final decision is this is a tool. It's a tool that I'm going to grow into, and because I'm not just going to be using it for broadcasting reasons, you know, I consider myself going for all-round content and videos, and particularly I'm wanting to video my little boy playing football. Okay, my friend is a football coach, so I'm basically trying to make sure I'm not held back on whatever tools I buy. Boom. So Alan, thank you very much. Dude, thanks for keeping me company. Even though up on the screen, it says nobody's watching, but you're typing. And I've only had 2 beers. So all's good. Enjoy the weekend, guys.